The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Because that was not an easy look.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count it. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
From the painted area, won't go down. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. Harris to Howard. Lays it up and in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Danny Green rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Screen coming. Work it down to Brown. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Tobias Harris. Slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
To Jaylen Brown. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul
Walker. Not going down here. Danny Green to Simmons. You've got to get that one to go. Into the front court, it's Walker. Trailing by 10. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. He's 2 for 2 now.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Howard. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Boston with the basketball. Kemba Walker guarded by Howard. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Curling inside. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year?
Game 5-7 Cleveland Cavaliers 105 Detroit Pistons 109 final.
He was there too late.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First one, count it.
For the 76ers, number 21, Joel Embiid.
2 for 2 on that trip. To Howard. Cruises inside for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Embiid, down low for Harris. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Walker into the front court. His guys trail by 13. And count the basket.
Ed, here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Here's a chance from long range. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Walker to Fournier. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Cleans it up. Fires the 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
And a pass stolen
Game
by
5-7 San Antonio Spurs 1-0-9 Indiana Pacers 9-4 final.
Second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Game 5-7 Houston Rockets 9-1 Miami Heat 1-1-3 final.
Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Sixers control it.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Probing the defense to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Walker with the basketball. Down a dozen. And the denial.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To George Hill. 4-3. Well defended. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 12. He gets it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I
Game
learned when I
5-7
played in the
Oklahoma
league
City
was that
Thunder
the more I was willing to give the
1-0-7
ball
Washington
up,
Wizards
the harder other
1-1-9
players were
final.
willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he finishes at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
The assist from
Into the front court, it's Walker. Under a minute to go before halftime. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
To Tobias Harris.
Game
Fires the three.
5-7 Phoenix Suns 1-8 Milwaukee Bucks 1-7
Just
final.
because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Tobias Harris trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter.
Game 5-7 Memphis Grizzlies 1-3-7 Denver Nuggets 1-3-9 final.
Just before the break. Celtics have it. Knocks it down off the step back. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The 76ers have the lead.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics have kept it close after one half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Celtics have it.
Hey, check up.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor to Walker. And it's Cantor. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Cantor. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Got it.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
Short jumper off the mark. Walker into the front court. The deficit is 6. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Kemba Walker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Jaylen Brown is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. It's the second. One more coming. Misses the last one. 1 for 3 trip. That's going to be out of bounds. Walker. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, yeah. Me and you.
Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Cantor. From the painted area, won't go down. He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Walker with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys down 3. To Marcus Smart. They love this hustle. And that one is out. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Walker. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Into the front court, it's Walker. 5-point game. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Count the triple.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. It seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Cantor. Boston with 4 to shoot. The shot almost. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Walker. from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Brown with it up top. Down 6. Walker. Trying to cash in. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Cleans it up. Jaylen Brown swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Give him 2 points. High percentage. Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Enes Kanter with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
76ers foul to number 3.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Jaylen Brown at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting just 42% in the contest. Count it at the line.
I got this, Brown. Let's go. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
To Howard. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Just a friendly reminder for the winner of today's ticket raffle. You have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Substitution being made in this one. To Simmons. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Rejected. That one's going to be out of bounds. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. George Hill. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
To Marcus Smart. And the rebound taken down by Green.
I got ball.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth?
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Fournier picked up by Seth Curry. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Deep left corner. For three, it's the Celtics with the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Nice pass to get things going.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Time to shuffle things up. Dwight Howard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. It's the free throw. Boston with the basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Marcus Smart. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Dwight Howard at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one.
Philadelphia 76ers, number 10, Danny Green. Into the game for the Celtics, number 15, Kemba Walker.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Walker into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Beyond the arc for 3. That's dancing with danger. Kemba Walker left wide open, and he drills it for 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Celtics have it. He was hacked. They let it go. Howard to Hill. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
George Hill at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. And he converts on the free throw. Walker with the basketball. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound taken by the Sixers. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Celtics in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Marcus Smart. Sixers with the rebound. And scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Jaylen Brown. They'll get it down to Thompson. Cashes in for two.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
From the painted area, won't go down. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
And the rebound pulled down by Simmons. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Wide open look won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
To Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Ben Simmons pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, hits it with a defender in his space.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Simmons with it. All even here in the fourth. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Simmons. And the finish at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 33, Tobias Harris.
Thompson to Jaylen Brown. Short jumper off the mark. To Danny Green. 4-3. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Knocks down all 3 at the line. Fournier. And he's going to the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Makes them both.
Oh, yeah.
Count the basket inside.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Howard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Tobias Harris. And a nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Evan Fournier, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 66% in this contest. First free throw is good.
Number 0, Jason Tatum.
And gets both to drop at the line. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
To Marcus Smart. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Great look and vision. Fournier rising for the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Gets a look. Can't hit. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Jason Tatum. Huge block. Count the basket at the rim.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense, and the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Fournier. Count the bucket for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
No good. Defense catching a break there. To Fournier. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Free throws coming up.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Ben Simmons, he's got 2 shots coming. Right now shooting 62% in this one. First one, counted. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Cantor. Dwight Howard able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Celtics able to clear the board. To Marcus Smart. To Cantor. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Danny Green sends it away. Simmons into the front court. Up by 3. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Boston with the basketball. Walker to Cantor. Walker driving right to the basket. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board. And counted at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Walker to Fournier.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Fires the three. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. To Simmons. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Here comes the screen. Walker to Marcus Smart. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3 to Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Kemba Walker, guarded by Howard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
To Simmons. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Walker, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
And scores. Strong take.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Walker, deep left corner. Fournier to Marcus Smart. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Celtics finished on the losing end of a close score. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.